Welcome to another edition of Friday at 4:20. My name is Mike Neighbors. I'll be with you for the next 40 minutes with a house full of awesome stand-up comedians who are going to entertain you. I guarantee it. Patrick Coppolino won't anymore. I will introduce the panel, and then we can our first topic is going to be all the insane things Manolis has done in the last 5 minutes. Way over on my right, it's Mr. Patrick Coppolino.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Patrick. How are you, man?
I'm okay.
You didn't get any Ryan Coke spilled on you just a moment ago?
No, just missed me.
That's just missed you by that much.
Yeah.
The show prep here is amazing. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Manola starts serving.
Yeah. Money rye, any pills?
All bets are off, man. Before I introduce Manolis, let's introduce the voice there of Scott Falcounbridge. Scott, welcome back to the show.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Thank you for being here.
It's good to be back.
Excellent.
I'm alive and well.
Already crazy enjoyable with the shenanigans that are going on.
It started before we started recording.
I know.
You feel the energy right off the top. Manola starts, acting like a bartender.
First thing was
at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Even before that, there was already a masturbating incident.
It was yes, there was, which I didn't even know we could mention on the air. But hello,
hello, we just did.
Manola's had it all going on, and we didn't press record. We should.
No, that was my fault. That's my
okay.
job.
You were saying like we're on time. It was because I said I took care of myself as soon as I woke up.
And that left you all kinds of time with the day.
Yeah.
This is your new philosophy.
Right. Today,
Right.
I just figured it out today. You get it out of the way, get the poison out of your body, and then you can, focus.
And this is, and the best.
I can't live like this man. Nobody can.
He shares it like it's wisdom from the mountains or something, though. I mean, this is the thing.
All it is a 40-year-old that lives like a 20-year-old. Which most 40-year-olds can't do.
Oh, no.
But he's accumulated nothing in his life to weigh him down, and so he's free. He's completely free.
He's free.
So you takes care of himself first thing in the morning, and then talks about it on air at 1 o'clock. How many people get to do that for a living?
Him.
Him.
He's the only
Manolis. That's it. Just Manolis.
Scott and I live with so many social morals in our life. Patrick's is quickly gaining because he's got a child.
Yeah, he's
Manolis,
learning.
He's child-free.
My program.
He's the only child he has to watch over.
My program works.
Yes.
Okay.
Your program works for you.
And you alone.
And you alone, but you have a limited lifespan. We're here. We're gonna go on beyond this time.
Oh yes.
Yes, we have spawned generations, and they will follow us. And you, sir, will be a faded T-shirt.
Sadly,
in
he
20
has
years.
Faded T-shirts.
You'll be at one of those old rock concert T-shirts that doesn't fit anymore.
Yeah.
You want to hear something? Want to hear something that was hilarious to me? I think to you guys too. I was putting all the old episodes of Friday at 4:20 up on SoundCloud.
Right.
And part of the process you do is you start to put the tags for the show.
Yeah.
Right. So I was starting, you put Friday 4:20, whatever. But as I was doing it, my first thing because I've done it so much, I started writing down porn sites that I go because into the hashtag. I stopped, but I was like, because every time I'm on a computer, X
That's
XX or you whatever
Hashtag took care of myself.
I'm like, wait a minute. All I do when I'm in front of a computer is type in porn things so much that it was instinct. I was like, I wasn't even thinking.
Wow.
I
know, that's all.
I know. I had to break.
There's literally nothing else to say but
There's
wow.
no shame in it
There's
either.
none.
He has no
none.
shame.
I know how to spell your name now, though.
My name. You're pointing at me.
And your name. And
you didn't put that into Pornhub, did you? Because that's not going to be pretty.
I know how to spell Coppolino. I know how to spell neighbors. I'm learning, man.
All right.
I love how he segues from porn to learning how to spell without even blinking. It's just a natural reflex.
It didn't even. Oh, we've got our group here, Manolis, Patrick Coppolino, Scott Falcounbridge, our very special guest. And that does it for this edition of Friday at 4:20. Thanks, everyone. Let's play our game, guys. Let's get the game going. We've got some cool things to catch up with Scott about things he's been up to since he was last here. But first, Scott, I'm going to get you to drop a Plinko puck, and we're going to get you your first topic on Friday at 4:20 for this particular edition. We've already chewed over the topic Manolis. Did a pretty good job on it. Didn't even get into the spilling of the Ryan Coke. And what's number?
Number one.
Number one. What a great number to start with. Scott Falcounbridge, your first topic on Friday at 4:20. Big family gathering. You're at a big family gathering, extended family. Who do you gravitate towards? Who is it in your family that you're like, I'm going to ride a little shotgun with this person most of the time because that's who I have my fun with?
I'd say that sketchy cousin that looks like he's going to leave.
That's it. You just have
The
too
guy
much
who
fun.
doesn't feel like he belongs in the family.
Like Manolas.
Like a Manolis. Yeah, and I love Manolis.
You do.
And I just gravitate towards the oddballs
You
in
like
any
that,
group.
eh?
Yeah.
Always an idea. Do you see yourself in that group, or do you see yourself just enjoying hanging out with that group?
I think it's that I don't want to be part of any group.
Okay.
So I look to find the way to be on the outside
Right.
of any group, and
Excellent.
that's my way of
Do you
coping.
have a couple of good ones in your family and your extended family? Are there a couple of nice, odd? You don't have to name them.
Well, definitely.
Yeah?
There's always there's always people that don't quite fit in to the family
That's
mold.
right.
I'm probably one of them. But yeah, there's a couple. I had a brother-in-law. I don't mind mentioning him. He lived in our basement for about 6 months.
Okay.
Recently.
Yeah.
And he's like my favorite human.
Yes,
in
yeah,
the world.
awesome.
Yeah. He's a very cool guy.
Yeah.
And he's doing well now, so that's great. But he had to go through that period where he had to figure things out.
Yeah.
So he was figuring things out
In your basement.
in our basement.
That's awesome. And then that's a natural bond now that you have with him, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's an awesome bond.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Very cool. Manolis, who do you gravitate towards at large family gatherings? Is there somebody in particular in your family, a family member that you hang out with, that you like to chum up with?
I don't know. I would say I'd like to keep my eyes on the old people because they don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I find that I love that.
They've given up. They're past caring about all the little nuance. They're just like, whatever. I want to do this.
They're going to say whatever they want to say. They're going
like
to do
that.
whatever. Yeah. So they're just. I guess I think they make me feel.
You actually offer a senior care service, don't you?
Yeah.
Isn't that part of your shtick?
Yeah, like Donnie Coy.
He's
Yeah.
only got the one client so
Yeah.
far. But
He takes care of aging comics and makes sure that they're doing all right.
I know. Even though they don't care.
It is
Even though they
interesting,
don't
though,
care.
because you have, because I have it's kind of a sense. I mean, your father's pretty old anyway. He's like 90-something, right?
Yeah, my dad's 91. This is
Yeah.
the most funny. Today, my dad is getting a snowblower.
Wow.
At 91,
My
he's
dad-
getting
at
finally
91
done with shoveling.
Yeah, he just that's the point.
Now, before we go to the snowblower, does he drive?
No, he lost his license.
Why? Is
So he doesn't drive because he lost his license, but he's got a machine that breaks things up that he can push.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll see how it works. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we will see how it works.
He's like he can't see on the left side of his eyes, so that's
that just
Right.
keeps getting better.
so if someone comes from the left, he might snowblow them. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure that's a technical term.
Well, no,
It's
a
actually
problem.
much more gruesome. But they will be snowblowed.
Excellent. Patrick Coppolino, who do you gravitate towards at family gatherings? Your uncle to blow stuff up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I have a huge Italian family, so
Yeah, there's
on
a
my
lot of people.
dad's side, I'll gravitate to Uncle John.
Yeah.
Because he likes to blow stuff up.
You've spoken of Uncle John before.
But on my mom's, over the years, they've
Yeah.
established a black sheep table,
oh, excellent.
and that's where I sit with my black sheep cousins.
Yes. All the ones that just.
There's just two of us. It's just me and my one cousin.
Yeah. So you're talking about yourself, really.
Yeah.
So.
It's me and my one other cousin that the family's not too fond
Well,
of.
you can join Scott and the brother-in-law at the oddball table, all right?
Yeah.
There you go. We'll put you all together. Get up there in Plinko for us, Manolis, as we continue on Friday at 4:20. Scott Falconbridge, our special guest, in studio on this Friday. What do you got there for me, bud?
Number 8, dude.
Number 8, dude. Okay. That's how you know it's Manolis's. It's always
I'll see.
followed by dude.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting ethical dilemma for you.
I pull out.
That wasn't what
You can never leave it open like that.
so good to know.
He's just going to take it
Always
right
pull
there.
out.
So glad. You meet somebody and they've got bad breath. Do you say something, or do you just let them go on their day, on their merry way, thinking everything's cool?
Am I trying to have sex with them? Okay, that's not. all
Well,
right.
you could throw that curveball in there. Would you say something to a girl if you were hoping to score?
No,
No, you wouldn't.
No. So if I was trying to make love, I would.
Right.
I just
Make love. He says that so uncomfortably.
Yeah.
I just put my face into the pillow,
Oh, right. You'd
Like
hide
beside
from
her.
it. Yes.
like while you're
I'd smother
making love,
myself.
instead of
Smother myself.
Wow, you made such a simple question so graphic in like 15 seconds.
I had a girlfriend one time that she wasn't like she wouldn't bathe every day.
Okay.
And sometimes we
that
do
was
it.
not. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, this is going. Oh, you're going way down a rabbit hole.
Okay,
Here.
well, I won't tell. All right.
The question was about bad
I
breath.
know what he's about to tell, and it's not about her breath. I can tell you that.
All right.
All right.
All right. I'll stop.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's good, Manolo.
You could have just gone no.
Yeah. I could.
That was his answer. No.
But how can I turn this
How can I
into?
Patrick. Patrick will give me a yes or no. Patrick
Yes.
always gives me a yes or no. Do you tell somebody they have bad breath or not?
No.
No.
However, I will call them out on the radio. AJ Bate, brush your teeth, dude.
Sometimes people don't floss.
They don't floss, they don't brush. Sometimes they've eaten something, whatever it is. But it's a difficult question. And Scott, looking directly at you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Do you
But there's bad breath, and then there's like that poo breath. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, there's like death warmed over breath. Yeah.
No, but it's like they've been eating poo.
Oh, I'm not sure I'm aware of the poo breath. I don't know who you're hanging out with.
Some people do that.
No,
Yeah.
I know. No. Once again, back to the porn sites. All right, Scott, would you say something, and I guess, would you qualify it at all if you would or wouldn't?
Generally, I say nothing. I might take a step back.
Yeah.
And but if it's someone I know really well, then
Yeah.
occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a difficult one, right? Because you really, like, I met this, I was at a party, and I'm having a conversation with this guy, and I'm like going, it's horrible. It was just horrible.
Right.
And I couldn't get away fast enough. At the same time, I'm thinking, do I tell? Like I was worried about crushing his spirit.
Right.
You know, I mean, it is
So it depends on how well you know the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
So I just ran for the hills. I was out, man.
Right.
So anyway, we all agree.
You'd be like, let's go and brush our teeth together.
yeah.
Like it'll be like a fun thing.
It's like what pals do.
That's what I did with my girlfriend. I would take a shower with her.
Oh, boom.
Smart.
Answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has his moments.
He is.
He really wants to get this story out.
So that when we,
Yes.
doing it from like,
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, Manolis. Drop a plinko pump. Is it your turn? It's Pat's turn.
Pat's turn.
Somebody get up there and shut that man up. Have a drink of your Ryan Coke there, buddy.
all I'm trying to say is
Oh, I know what you're trying to say.
5.
We all know what you were trying to say, Manolis. Damn it.
She didn't wipe.
All right.
I love that Pat made it worse.
All right, he just did. I want to ask you. This is maybe it's not really a serious. Maybe it's a serious question. Outrage culture. It's one of the coins. It's been coined outrage culture. People just becoming outraged at the smallest things. Cancel culture. How do you feel about it, Patrick? Is it a good thing? Are we making strides? Are we making headway? Are we just completely ruining the planet by just becoming outraged at everything? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's annoying.
So it's annoying.
It's definitely a problem.
Especially people losing jobs sometimes over it.
Yeah, it's more the ignorance that's the annoying part.
Right.
The people, I don't know. It's the internet. People read headlines and then just share it without
That's very
doing
good.
their research
Yeah.
or educating themselves. But yeah, it's bad.
That was one of the things when Don Cherry lost his job. One of the things that popped in my mind was I wonder how many of the people who were outraged at what he said actually saw him say it. On TV that night. How
Oh,
many of
yeah.
those are Coach's Corner fans
Right.
who were outraged? Or are you just outraged that somebody was allowed to say this on something you never watch and don't care about? Like
Yeah.
it seems kind of crazy, right?
It does seem crazy. I got to tell you, I know it's a toxic term now, right?
Right.
Because now people use cancel culture just to put anything down.
Yep.
And just there's certain terms, expressions, okay, boomer,
Right.
right,
Yes.
to knock the other side.
Yeah.
Cancel culture. So it's, and people just stop talking.
Yeah.
About, like, do I like it when people go crazy over something? No, I don't. But there's some legitimate beefs.
Yeah.
So
and how do we make society better if we don't air them, right? If we
Right.
don't get them out.
If we don't actually talk about
Yes.
them. Like, I wasn't outraged with Don Cherry. I've been listening to him for 38 years.
Yeah.
But for me, this is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Yeah.
Time to go.
That's cool, right?
That's
Yeah.
but that's how I felt about it 38 years ago.
That was never.
38 years ago, I turned on the
Right.
TV. I was like, "Where's Howie Meeker?
Yeah. What the hell happened to Howie Meeker?
What the hell happened to Howie Meeker? What is this redneck doing on TV?"
The two old guys in the room laughing about Howie Meeker jokes.
Right.
Manolis is an old guy too, but he doesn't get Howie Meeker jokes.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
He's essentially. I don't think he had a segment called Coach's Corner, but
no.
he was in that time
But-
slot.
Yeah, absolutely, he was.
And
he was the first period intermission for growing up, right? You and I.
Right. And he was kind of informative.
Yeah.
And, he talked about hockey without insulting half the population. So
That's right.
it was amazing.
This wasn't like your point. This wasn't new.
Right.
Like this thing that he was doing. Like that's what
No, what's new is that now we have ways for people to get on a bandwagon and express their opinion against something and force a large company or a large corporation or the CBC or Sportsnet to do something about it, which is, again, much to your point, which is powerful. And that is good that we can change bad things.
Right. There was also a shifting demographic here, right?
Sure there
I
is,
mean,
yeah.
when they started, didn't they try to replace Ron McLean? With,
Yeah.
So they were clearly looking at going younger.
Yes.
He lost, I think, the radio show 3 months before.
Yep.
They were going in that direction.
This was just.
And this was the opportunity. He could, and he had a chance to apologize. He said he wouldn't change a
That's
thing.
right.
So okay, so he can go and talk all he wants, but the broadcaster doesn't have to back it up.
No, absolutely not.
No.
So.
I think he's a person that maybe they were just waiting for to die, and then he just didn't. And I'm like, I guess we're gonna have to get rid of this guy now.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's
sort of. Yeah.
like he's like at the same time, I don't think anybody's listening to him going, you know what? He's changing the way I look at things. Like,
No. People were definitely set on him, right? Like
Yeah.
you felt one way or you felt.
Sadly,
the other.
what he's doing, though, is backing up the way they think, right? And that's the problem, is that they are old in their thinking of today's society, and he's sharing old thoughts, and that backs them up to feel, it's okay for me not to like immigrants.
Yeah, it's
You know,
either that or
that's
they
part of
found
the
it
problem,
entertaining. I'm not sure. There was always
Yeah, a little bit of that,
different
too, sure.
explanation,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
he's just an old guy on the porch. You know what I mean?
Well, the funny thing was, I remember one of the first things was this rant he did about a woman who got hit in the head with a puck. I don't know if you remember this.
No.
But this was before they had those screens, right? Those nets.
Oh, yeah, the net's up. Yeah.
And he saw some woman get hit in the head in the puck, and he said, he goes, if I've told you 1,000 times, you shouldn't be yapping at the game. Keep your eye on the puck. So that was his rant, right? Which obviously some people found offensive. I kind of feel like the broadcasting game changed, and
Yeah.
he didn't keep his eye on the puck.
No, that's right. He was yammering on.
He was just yammering
That's
on.
genius that you just said that.
Anyway, I listen. I did not mean for that to go off onto a Don, but it's funny how that what I would have considered a small incident became a huge talking point across the country. I mean, it's not any surprise to me that people are still talking about it, that we ended up talking about it again. Much to the point of outrage culture, cancel culture. And I think, Scott, would you, just to summarize sort of what you were saying, is that it has its place because we've decided to coin a term. We're kind of slashing it, but there's a point for our society to make itself better, and we're going to do that by all of us banding together and saying, no, we're not going to agree with this anymore.
I don't always like how it's executed, but
Right.
if it makes certain people uncomfortable when they've been really doing things for a long time that aren't really fair, I'm okay with it.
Manolis, you got anything you want to add before we move on?
I think when it's about things that are just like a ridiculous topic where like it turns into more of a witch hunt. I'm like, the thing is like, those people are the people that are just too lazy to actually protest.
Right.
Like if you're like, okay, let's all get together on Sunday, and like no one's gonna show up. You know what I mean? They shared a thing.
You know what? But if they got up first thing and took care of masturbating,
I'll
might
be
be
there.
there.
Right.
I'll be there.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like people aren't allowed to just not like something or not agree with something anymore. It's just if you don't agree with it,
It kind of goes like everybody's. It's so
it needs
extreme.
to go away
Yes,
unless everyone
yeah,
likes
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Right.
And
no,
that's
that can't be right.
weird.
No.
No. All right, excellent. Friday at 4:20 is the game. Is it Scott's turn? I think it's Scott's turn to get up there and drop that Plinko puck. Scott Falconbridge, our special guest on this Friday at 4:20. We thank you for being here. And before we, what topic number is it? 2. Topic number 2. Now, I got the topic ready, but before we get there, Scott,
Yeah.
I'd like to catch up a little bit.
Sure.
Apparently, you were in a movie.
I was in a movie called Lucky Day.
Lucky Day. Hit the theaters for a time.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And it's on DVD release, all that.
Okay.
It's called Lucky Day, directed by Roger Avery, starring Nina Dobrev, Luke Bracey, and Crispin Glover.
Excellent.
And not too far down the cast list would be me.
Scott Falconbridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I play a cop that gets confronted by a serial killer,
Oh, wow.
played by Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover would make a good serial killer.
He made an awesome serial killer, and he was so much fun.
That's typecasting, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's totally typecasting. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, and this, have you done much in the way of acting before?
You know,
or-
I have. I used to do more because there was a lot more work in Montreal at one point.
Oh, okay.
And since I've moved here, it's just harder to break in. But
Yeah.
I went in for what was supposed to be a 2-line role, and my wife made fun of me because the role just said cop, right?
Okay.
And my wife made fun of me because I went to a Halloween store and I got a cop shirt, which I never do, right?
Prepping for the role, right?
And I felt ridiculous sitting in the audition room, but I got the role.
You walked in, yes.
I got it, and after I booked it, things were going well on the set. They added lines, they
excellent.
bumped it up, and I ended up having a real fun time working on the scene with Crispin Glover.
And your shot was primarily shot around Kenilworth, and
it was on Kenilworth Avenue, and there was explosions and
wow, nighttime shoot.
it was a daytime shoot.
Oh, daytime,
I
okay.
got killed by a bouncing stunt car. Not killed, actually. I could live for the sequel.
Oh,
You never
just
know.
in case.
Yeah.
I still have the cop shirt.
That's what he said. Just before we shot the final shot, Roger Avery came to me and he said, "Yeah, I decided not to kill you in case there's a sequel, I guess." And so I was allowed to ad lib
That's
a bunch
awesome.
of lines
Excellent.
where I was supposed to die. That was fun.
That's good.
And it was a lot of fun.
Well, people, check it out. Lucky Day is the name of the film, and you can find that. You might be able to find it on one of your multiple channel streaming services. Who the hell knows, right?
It's
You're
on
all
Amazon.
over the place.
It's on Amazon
Yeah.
and iTunes and all
Awesome. Lucky Day with Crispin Glover and our own Scott Falconbridge. Scotty, your topic. What's your favorite thing? And I know, comedians don't tend to go with the favorite thing very often. It's usually the negative thing. What's your favorite thing about the Christmas season?
that. Oh wow!
What's your favorite thing about the Christmas season?
I think it's just the anticipation.
The anticipation, the excitement?
Yeah, just the excitement, the build.
Especially when you have kids.
Yeah, when
Because you
you
can relive that through the kids, right? I mean, so much.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
in fact, it might have lost a little bit of its shimmer since my kids are older.
A little bit older, yeah. I just want cash.
A little more jaded, right? And we have a couple of videos of the kids opening presents when they're
it's the
kids,
best.
and it's like the best. So it's definitely sort of the excitement
Yeah.
of something magical is about to happen. And I watch It's a Wonderful Life every year.
Okay.
That's
Annual.
That's my annual.
The annual showing. Yeah.
And as a family, we watch the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, the one with Chevy Chase.
There was a
Best.
there was a truly horrible Hallmark Christmas movie shot in this very studio where we're sitting right now.
Oh yeah.
About 4 years ago, and it is just diabolically bad. And so my family and I watch that movie every year for the last 4 years.
They're all bad, those
and
ones.
They are bad, and this one's just so cheesy and horrible. But all through the movie, I just keep pointing out, oh, that's the computer screen I set up for them. Oh, that's my office door.
Sure.
And we all have a good laugh as we watch the horrible movie that was shot here.
Are
in the
you in
studio.
it?
I am not in it, no. But my office door is. The phone bank here. They come to me and they go, "We need the phone bank lit up. Can you?" I go, "Yeah." So when the shot goes of the phone bank lit up, I go, "I set that up for them."
Right.
That was my little claim to fame as a movie star.
You were crew. You were
Hey,
crew.
I was absolutely yes.
Yeah.
I got nothing for it, but Manolis, what's your favorite thing about the Christmas season?
Getting drunk. Well, like I love Christmas Eve and then Christmas night after. Like I like how everything.
Everything turns magical when you're hammered.
I like being drunk in general, but like I like how everything slows down. Like I love that's my part. Everybody like
Right.
everything.
So you're not drunk as much as you are a time traveler. It's more of a,
A Back to the Future kind of thing.
yeah, or Back to the Past.
Back to the past.
Whatever.
Back to the future, past, whatever. Excellent. So Scott is all in for the anticipation. Manolis is in for the drunk. Patrick, help us out here, buddy. What's your favorite thing about the Christmas season?
Well, Christmas is a perfect time of year to get your friends, family, coworkers together for a fun night out at Levity Comedy Club.
And now we have the shameless plug.
He's plugging.
The comedy shows.
This has been gold, guys. I love it. Yes, what? Yes, absolutely. Levity Comedy Club, our favorite comedy club here on Friday at 4:20. It's the only comedy club, actually. It is the only comedy club in Hamilton, isn't it?
It is.
But you can go for your Christmas show there. You can hang out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
But also, my real answer is
My real answer.
the food, obviously.
The food. Excellent.
I'm like Manolis, but with food instead
Yeah.
of alcohol.
What's your? Are you a big turkey dinner kind of food, or is there something special
Just
that you
food.
guys do? Just all of it.
All
Just
kinds of food.
Is
Lots
there
of-
more of an Italian Christmas food that's a little different than like just the turkey?
My family still does like the turkey and ham and stuff like that, but
Right.
yeah, I don't know. Just a lot. There's just so much different
just a
food. Even
lot.
our Thanksgiving dinner this year was like
Just 10 servings
just so
of
many
everything.
different kinds of food. Yeah.
Right.
Lots of baked goods. Are you a big baked good eater? Do you like the baked goods?
Yeah, my mom makes like 10,000 cookies every Christmas.
Oh, okay, excellent.
different-
Well, you could bring some in for us. She
Yeah.
loves the show. She's a big fan.
Yeah, she'll.
And who is it that your mom? It was your mom's best friend that Manolis is trying to.
Lisa.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
Coworker, Lisa.
How you doing, Lisa?
I like Christmas. I like. How you doing, Lisa?
Manolis trying to pick people up through a radio show. This is so sad.
There's like 1,000 Lisas that are repulsed right now.
Yes, but there might just be one. All he needs is one to
That's all
go,
he needs.
wow, that would be awesome.
Any Lisas that are interested right now.
Yes, because I want a man whose favorite thing about Christmas is getting drunk.
Oh, I also like Christmas music when you're out in public because I always feel like it's a movie scene and something bad is about to happen.
Oh, excellent.
I'm with you on that.
That's kinda
Manolis.
cool.
Yeah, that is very
Christmas
cool.
music, right? That's a whole different soundtrack for 1 month of the year. There's a different soundtrack,
And when
and
you're-
it kind of throws things off.
When you're at a place like any kind of mall and and you're like a store and there's that Christmas music and there's like you feel like you could picture like, oh, this is like a movie, and then like you want something crazy that's about to happen.
And my brain automatically goes to Elf.
Oh yes!
Every time
yes.
I'm in a mall.
That's a great movie.
That's a
That is
fun
super
movie, yeah.
fun movie.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Who starts at the Plinko? We probably got time for one more, maybe two more. I got to make sure I talk to Scott about the great thing he did entertaining our troops. So, number six. Okay, let's get number 6 in here, and then we'll have time to wrap things up. Manolis,
Yeah. Yes.
what's your biggest concern about getting older?
Well, it used to be
First of all, for the record, please state your age.
49.
There you go. So now older for you means your 50s. That's coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
July 21st. I'm 50. I can't wait.
We're waiting for you, buddy.
Wow. Welcome.
All I'm gonna write on Facebook is like, dude, I'm 50. That's all I'm writing.
That's
my
dude.
day.
It's
Dude,
just going to be a torrent of responses
that's right.
from everyone who's either dated Manolis or met Manolis on the street Everything from serves you right.
Yes, exactly. What scares you about getting older?
Probably less boners.
Of course.
Is that a
No, that's perfect.
That would be your go-to, basically.
Isn't that a fear for all dudes? Less boners. But I think I like
but there's
the
medication now.
Yeah, so then I don't have that
you're
problem
good. No,
anymore.
that's
But
all.
I like that it makes you more like I have to like. It's funny because now I have to like the girl more because it's like I still want the
using a
sex.
pill. I got to pay for a prescription.
Yeah, like are you worth this $10?
50 years old, and this is what he's learned. Now I have to like the girl more. And his biggest concern is more boners. You cannot buy this life.
No, you can't. Not at 49, man. Oh my God. Patrick Coppolino. What is it that turns? You're still a young man, for the record. You just turned 30, right?
I just turned 30, so I still get plenty of boners.
That's awesome. So you're not worried about that?
But I'm a hypochondriac, so now that I'm 30,
Yeah.
it's,
Now you're starting to
it's
think
getting
about
worse because
Yeah.
now I'm at the age where I could die any year now, and it would be sad. No, I'm saying.
No,
Because it's like if you die in your 20s, it's like whoa, what happened?
in the 20s,
you
yeah.
could die in your 30s, and it's like, oh, that's so sad. He was in his 30s, but it's still understandable that something could happen. Yeah,
I just realized I have a bit about the difference between like 50-year-olds and 30-year-olds.
Okay.
I just realized he walked right into it. Yeah. Nothing you can talk about. It even pales in comparison to what's going to go through your head in 20 years.
yeah, but that's the thing. I don't know if
Patrick has a sense that he's not going to live
the
that
thought
long.
of another 20 years isn't.
I know. He kind of walks around with this idea that
I could die any day
he's
now.
not supposed to be on this earth that long.
Yeah,
It was like a bad fortune cookie he read at some point or something.
something like that.
Yeah, there's kind of a cloud, right?
Yeah, like every
Yeah.
birthday that passes, I'm like,
know.
wow, I made it another one.
That elevator at Levity Comedy Club, man. I'm telling you.
That's going to be
for sure
that's going to be
take
your
someone out.
downfall for sure.
It's not going to be up on the second floor when you try and use it. Scott,
Yes.
talk to me. Give me some good sense about what it is that you should fear as you grow older.
This is probably the worst trio to have this conversation with, just because of
To have a lot of
his
conversations
fears,
with.
and like this guy could be like 110.
And just worry about his
Like, his
boners.
concern will be his boners, but
That's right. I can't remember the web address of the porn site. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's just that everything just gets harder. Except what Manolis wants, but everything just gets like more like slow,
Yeah.
and in the morning it's like I sound like a Windows XP trying to boot up in the morning.
There's
like
a little delay,
There's
yeah.
a delay.
Do you find here's something I've just found recently. I'm 55.
Okay.
So just recently I go, man, I'm spending more time just sitting on the couch. I mean, I used to be a goer.
Yeah.
And now it'll be like 4 hours just pass. I'm like, wow. I'd never used to do that.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, you have to fight that.
Yeah, you do.
Because what
Force
hap-
yourself to
Yeah,
get, and then you're okay.
And then you're okay.
Yeah.
Your energy goes down naturally,
Yeah.
right? So you need to be more like pushing yourself
Yeah.
a bit. Just
I can see that.
So because your body tends to follow where you take it, right?
Yeah.
So if you take it to the couch, your body follows you to the couch, right? If you take it to the
know.
gym, your body
Yeah.
follows you to the gym. It's just it becomes
It's
a
true.
habit, and I've definitely learned that.
You force yourself now to just make sure you're staying active.
I
you're not
swim
letting
every
your-
second
okay.
day.
That's awesome.
I have
Like a rec center? Like where do you go?
I go to the Y.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it's a place where people go to work out. Manolis. It's
there you
You
go.
just go to look at the chicks.
I like that he was
they wear
he was
bikinis?
mystified by the idea of a gym.
Like blew his mind.
Yeah.
So interesting you point that out. And I'm going to take that advice, Scott, and I'm going to run with that because you're right. I allow myself to sit on the couch. I don't need to sit on the couch.
Yeah, and it doesn't
And
I
gotta
can't
think,
run.
I got to at least think through some of that.
Sure.
So I don't waste so much time, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because my own impulsiveness used to get me up off the couch,
Right.
and that's what I've lost. Is that sense that I gotta be do something. I gotta be, I don't have that anymore.
Okay, Mike, we're gonna have this conversation when you're 65.
Oh, okay, there you go. More to come.
More to come.
More to come on that. We have more to come on the show, but
Not Manolis.
what's that?
Manolis doesn't have any more to come.
No, he's out.
I go to the gym too, guys.
He's out. All right.
I go to sauna. Right.
Have you noticed when they do that, I stay out of it?
yes, absolutely, and with good reason, brother. What are we doing? So you know what? I want to catch up with Scott here for a second about Latvia. You went and did a really cool thing.
I actually I did mention it to you just before we taped, so I'm about to do it.
Oh, you haven't done it yet?
I haven't done it.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, so I just got booked to do Riga, Latvia to perform for the Canadian troops.
That's awesome.
Late December.
Excellent.
And
So kind of a Christmassy tour,
Yeah.
and we go and celebrate the
I'm
holidays
going to go
with
in.
them?
I'm going to do a show with a guy named Derek Seguin, and
Awesome.
we are going to perform for the troops overseas.
Excellent.
It's kind of a bucket list thing for me.
Yeah.
And I'm thrilled to get the chance to do it.
That is really cool. And where, have you always felt like sort of a sense of duty that way? Like that you thought, I would really like to do that because I'm not going to go over there and be one of the troops, but I really feel strongly about what they're doing.
I have wanted for a long time to be able to do this, the one thing I do that can somehow help.
Yeah.
And I've wanted to do that for a long time.
Okay, cool.
And it's a question of opportunity. Also, a lot of really good comics want to do the tour.
Yep.
So it's not easy to get, but I got submitted, and I'll be doing the show, and I'm thrilled about it.
That is awesome. And you'll be back in time for Christmas with your family? This goes on early December or
it's
something?
It's perfect because I get to help
Okay.
them make their Christmas better.
Yeah.
And then I get to come home and do our Christmas thing, which is going to Cuba this year.
Oh!
So,
Are you
yeah.
spending Christmas in Cuba?
I'm
After?
after the 26th. Yeah, right after.
Going right to Cuba?
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you want me to watch your house while you're gone?
That is the last thing I want. I want someone to watch you so that you don't watch my house.
But you make sure you don't come to my house.
My
while
wife
I'm
has
gone.
left instructions. Manolis is not allowed within a 3-hour
If he
radius.
exists, he's not allowed.
Yes,
here.
Manolis is. My wife doesn't believe, based on my Manolis stories, that Manolis exists.
Yes, I know. It's almost like a friend, like some kind of invisible friend that you have.
Yeah,
you tell
it's true.
Manola stories.
Yeah.
Scott's wife's like hot. Have you seen pictures of her?
Dude.
Is that
That's fine. But I know what your chances are. You keep going.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
This is really doing
If
it
something
for her.
happens to you when you're at war, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. How bad do the hecklers have to be when you're performing for the troops that you don't come back?
This is the kind of man Manolis is.
He's already.
He waits for the troops not to come home.
That's right.
So he can bang their wife.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're going to end on that very strong note. Please check out Scott Falcounbridge in the movie Lucky Day, and best of luck and Godspeed in your trip to visit our troops before Christmas, man. We certainly send our nothing but our best wishes for the awesome work they do for our country. So
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
awesome. How do we follow you, man, on social medias?
You can check me out on Twitter at Scotty the Comic.
At Scotty the Comic. That'd be perfect.
Great.
Yeah, awesome. Instagram too?
Instagram too, Scotty the Comic.
At Scotty the Comic on Instagram as well. Manolis, what do you got to say, buddy?
Can I promote my mechanic? He
Of course.
he's Highway 8 Auto.
Yeah.
And it's 1373 Main Street East.
Give him a shout out.
Bob.
Does he listen to the show?
Yeah. he listens
Okay,
to the
excellent.
show.
Bob, welcome. Thank you.
905-547-0483.
Did you do that for free oil filter change?
I actually did it for free, but maybe he'll give me an oil change.
Yeah, you know,
Good businessman.
yeah. No, he does. We let him do the plugs only because he's not receiving anything for. He literally is just doing it out of the goodness of his heart. God bless you, Manolis. We all love you, man. Patrick, buddy, you want to tell us about Levity Comedy Club? What's going on?
Yes, levitycomedyclub.com. We got lots of fun shows coming up. We've got Eric Griffin from Workaholics, and I'm Dying Up Here. And
Yeah, he's coming
super funny
Valentine's
guy.
weekend. or
Valentine's
something?
Day weekend. yeah.
Nice.
4 shows, the 14th and 15th. We also have a really fun Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin tribute show coming in
Excellent.
January.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I've seen them before. They're really good.
And we should just say, if this, I'm not sure when this episode's going to air. No, look at me giving it away. It's not live. Woo. But But ultimately, because we're doing a Friday at 4:20 Christmas show at Levity Comedy Club,
Yes.
right? We're
Yeah,
going to do
yeah.
that on a Wednesday night ahead of amateur night.
Yeah, we had an idea.
yeah?
Instead of having one guest, since it's going to be before amateur night, any comic who's there, each round should be a different.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at that.
That's fun.
We are not only going to be doing it live at Levity Comedy Club, but we'll be broadcasting it live on Funny 820. So more to come on that. It'll be a lot of fun.
Can I throw one thing in?
Yeah, absolutely, Scott.
Last Thursday of every month, just to add a little bit of club diversity.
Yeah, absolutely.
I host.
That's
the
it for
open
this
mic.
week, everybody.
I host the open mic at Burlington Yucks on Brand Street.
Oh,
in
okay.
Burlington. Yeah.
The last Thursday of every month.
Yes, except for this month, it will be December 19th.
Oh, okay. You don't want it to be
Yeah.
over the Christmas holidays because you'll be in Cuba.
Right.
So December 19th. All right. Open mic with Scotty Falconbridge, our very special guest. Thanks, Scott. We appreciate you doing this, man. Manolis, Patrick, we'll catch up again, I'm sure, real soon. Thank you to all of you for listening. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate
also,
it.
Absolute Comedy does an amateur night as well.
And until we get a chance to talk to you again in 7 days, have an awesome weekend.